Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook, where you're gonna find the best community in all of crypto. In today's video, life as you know it is about to change. So guys, without further ado, why don't we get to it? So guys, one of the things that absolutely amazes me about this space is just how few people have really clued in to what's coming in the wide world. And I mean, when you consider people from our generation, my generation, and things like that, and the changes and the innovation that we have lived through, truly mesmerizing. I mean, back when we were kids, look, if anyone wants to know what life was like when we were kids, hey, go watch Napoleon Dynamite. But back when we were kids, listen, a lot of what we actually experienced today was sheer and utter science fiction. And if you were to actually talk to people back there and say, oh, wow, you know, there's a time coming where we're literally going to have phones that we can hold in our hands that are more powerful than the computers that are housed in these buildings, and we're going to be able to literally talk to one another face to face. You know what? They would have thought we were absolutely crazy. That was Buck Rogers of the 24th century kind of stuff. And nobody really believed that it was going to have that those things would ever happen or have the impact that they did. And of course, when the advent of the computer came out, we all know what happened there, those of us that were there. I mean, most folks, it was a novelty. We didn't see the full application and far beyond. Yeah, we might have saw it for the office or for banks or this or that, but nobody ever thought that home computing would revolutionize the way the world actually works. And then let's top it off with the internet. Internet comes along. And of course, we all know now how influential the internet has genuinely been in changing the way the world works. But back in the day when it was first coming out, most people looked at the internet as something kind of like only nerdies type people would be involved with. And they used to laugh at what an email was, and on and on and on it would go. And then here we are today, living in the world that we live, and look at the social media revolution and how that in and of itself has literally changed the way human beings communicate. I mean, look, you've got, community groups that transcend borders right now, and in a powerful, amazing way when you consider how they actually interact with one another. And if you think that what's coming next is not going to be as monumental as that, guys, I'm telling you, it is going to be way, way beyond that. And in fact, when you think of the metaverse and how virtual and augmented reality, that in and of itself, and the application of AI and how all those changes are happening, listen, the world that we're moving into is going to be something that most folks probably won't recognize sitting here today. And of course, that obviously impacts the way in which our financial and information transactions happen, doesn't it? And this is where distributed ledger technology is literally being used as the foundation for almost all of those changes. The metaverse itself being built on distributed ledger technologies. And look at the fintech organizations that are spearheading that major charge. Well, of course, we can see it happening, but isn't it mesmerizing just how few people literally are aware of that change? And on top of that, when you try to tell them, look at you as if it's a serious conversation, they just can't see it. But I'm telling you, it is going to represent such a transformation in the way the world works, the way in which our lives operate, how we transact value, what is valuable. Even the definition of that is probably going to truly change, and it's going to be mesmerizing. When I think about it, I think about the intervention and the invention that is going to take place. And so from those perspectives, when I consider XRP and the XRP ledger and the powerful, use cases that it represents and the things that can be built on the XRP ledger, guys, I'm telling you, I am absolutely dumbfounded because I'm looking forward at the change, technological implementation. Now, even in this space, what are most people focused on day to day? You guessed it, it's all just about the price and stuff like that. Now, I want to ask you a question. let's say you got into XRP back at 10 cents, 11 cents, 17 cents, 20 cents, 25 cents. I'm telling you, did you get into it to literally be, getting out of it at the 50, 60, 70 cent? But I'm telling you, guys are so focused on such a narrow view. Now think about it. Do you think that that's by chance that most folks are like that all the time? Guys, not on your life. Most people literally that jump into this space have gotten in because, hey, maybe their brother-in-law told them, a friend, another family member, whatever. They never had any investment experience whatsoever. And here they are. They jump into this space, and it's almost like they believe the space owes them a return without even investing maybe just a few minutes into it. I mean, look at all the discords that this space represents. And I'm watching, I'm in various discords, I'm looking at the conversations that are going on. And a lot of times people will get out there and some guy will jump on and say, oh, wow, you need to get into this one, da-da-da-da. And before maybe 30 seconds have passed, people are typing back, say, oh my goodness, where can I buy it, da-da-da. Haven't invested even 2 minutes of research into that project to know really what it is. Why? Because they believe somehow that they're just going to jump into something that's going to be like the lottery. They're going to hit pay dirt, and boy, oh boy, their lives are going to change. Well, guys, I'm telling you, for the majority of people, it is not going to work out like that. In fact, in this space, so many people, they don't actually see the results they want to see. Why? Because they either get fudded out or they're victims to that fear of missing out. And this is where you owe it to yourself to genuinely research it. Now, change is coming, and it is not going to look like what we think. And in fact, the changes that are coming literally are going to impact our lives in a mighty and a powerful way. And on a global level, look, the playing field for this whole world and the way in which things are happening right now on a geopolitical level, we know right now we're seeing it happen right before our very eyes, and it's changing. Well, guys, it's in moments of transition that the greatest levels of opportunity present themselves. Do you know how many millionaires were made in the Great Depression? Believe it or not, there were a heap of millionaires that came out of that. Why? Because they saw from afar off and they acted on information with a level of confidence that most people absolutely did not have. And why didn't they have it? Because they were not out there literally reading the signs and doing the research. Guys, you genuinely owe it to yourself to get out there and do that. I mean, think of the implications. Look, what is it really going to cost you right now to go out and research a little bit of time, a little bit of your energy, and then if the space is for you, wow, what opportunity presents itself? And if it's not, well, at least then when you're looking back over in hindsight, and you could say, well, I researched it, but at the time, hey, my conviction was such and such and whatever. But for Judy and I, I'm telling you what, we have researched this space. We can see what's coming down the road. And from our perspective, look, the future is unfolding before our very eyes. The evidence is all around us of what's coming. I mean, you literally have them out there telling you central bank digital currencies are on the way. We know that we're in a liquidity crisis, and they're absolutely screaming for the solution of on-demand liquidity. On top of that, you're watching major Fortune 500 fintech companies invest millions of dollars into what, guys? Virtual real estate in the metaverse. Do you not think that they know what's coming? And on top of that, think about all the patents. I love saying this because you go research the patent office, and you do it in the United States, you do it in the UK, Australia, Canada. See who's filing the patents for distributed ledger technology. It will blow your ever-loving mind, and you're going to say to me that, hey, they have no use. They're not going to be using it while they invest all of these patents and the infrastructure and the rails for it. Guys, they're definitely going to be using it. Now, XRP and the XRP ledger, to me, demonstrates one of the greatest innovators in this entire space. And you watch Ripple literally around the globe. Singapore, United Arab Emirates, the UK, Australia, Canada, on and on and on. Of course, South Korea, and on and on. And where they're absolutely out there, and they're doing some cutting edge deals when it comes to the way finance and the Internet of Value functions and the tokenization of real world assets. Guys, you can't make this up. It is going to be something so powerful, but most folks are going to absolutely miss it. And in fact, what's coming next is going to change your life forever. So guys, like I say, one of the best and greatest decisions that Judy and I made is that we got our plan in place before that last bull run absolutely took off. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally, one-on-one for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigital.outlook.com and we'll get you all booked in. So guys, this is the video I have for you today, and as always, I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Now, many of you know I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Hey, don't forget to put your comments right down there in the comments section and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our regularly released videos. So, in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.